All right, the trade deadline is quickly approaching, and depending on which team you play for, getting the call that you're being traded could be pretty spooky. So I'm going through some of the top targets teams should be trick-or-treating for this season. First up, Buffalo. This team is on a mission to finally make it to the big game, but with how they've been playing lately, they've got to mix things up a bit. Josh Allen needs more help, with Stephon Diggs being the only reliable target, really. So I think it's time Buffalo makes a call to Tennessee to see if they can pick up DeAndre Hopkins. He's no longer a wide receiver one, which would give Sean McDermott's offense another weapon on the outside. His contract is also an easy one to add since the receiver is owed just $1.25 million for the remainder of the season. Next, I'm looking at Detroit. The loss to Baltimore exposed the weaknesses of this team that had been hidden up until week 7. The fact that Lamar Jackson had 10 seconds to get the ball out for a perfect touchdown pass in that game tells me one thing: more explosiveness off the edge. Yes, they have #1 draft pick Aiden Hutchinson, but he's just one guy. They need to supplement that defensive line. Detroit has the 6th lowest pass rush win rate at just 35%. So I'm looking at Carolina's Brian Burns. Despite being double-teamed on 23% of his pass rushing attempts, he's still delivering one of the highest pass rush win rates in football at 27%. Plus, he has 15 pressures and 4 sacks to show for it. Adding Burns would give Detroit a top 5 defense hands down. And finally, we're shaking things up. Derrick Henry to Tampa Bay. While Tampa isn't exactly a contender, they're only half a game back from Atlanta for the top spot in the NFC South. The success Todd Bowles' squad has been seeing in the culmination of things like defense, Baker Mayfield, and the pass game have been excellent, but the run game, non-existent. Rachaad White hasn't met expectations. Tampa just seems like a good spot for Henry, who would open things up for Mayfield in the pass game. If I had time to go down the list of what each team should do, I would, but this is only a half-hour show. So those are 3 teams and 3 targets to keep an eye out for, but we won't know for sure until All Hallows Eve.